you will not know all the component suppliers until let me use an example, a seat back case, until you do a detrim on the seat, because there could be multiple component suppliers of the headrest, of component parts of the seat back, the seat supplier. And so, again, we've learned from some very good lawyers in the AIAG that about these who've had similar cases. So that's what's important about networking and sharing information and things of that nature. But that's why you need to do the detrim on a seat earlier as opposed to later to find out what the component manufacturers are out there, because it may not be obvious. It may not be easy to find out those component manufacturers just from looking at the car. Aftermarket manufacturers, this is a real big area, and it's a big area for product defects, because guess what? A lot of times aftermarket manufacturers do not have any engineers on staff. They don't do any testing. They can get away with murder. It's incredible what aftermarket manufacturers can get away with. And an example, I've had a lot of RV cases. RVs are great. They're fun. People love them. They're popular this summer because of the pandemic. But they are slapped together and they're pretty much aftermarket, because they start with a chassis and they are made by they're usually in Indiana, the RV manufacturers. And I tell people you should have a defect. It all depends on whether in a crash it will cause an injury or death. But any kind of aftermarket product should be looked at closely. Likely there were very few standards, if any, that applied. Likely no engineering or very little engineering, and likely very little or no testing.